Uncle Mordechai, how do you feel about being second to the king?
Esther, there's really no time to talk about that now. We've got to get this done. People want to know what the story is. We're almost at the first anniversary of the big event.
Oh my, what are you writing?
Well, we've got to write it up, tell them what happened and how to observe the annual commemoration. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, I don't know what to call it. I'm thinking we should call it needs a name. I'm thinking we should call it parties. Because of all the parties that happen.
Parties is a great name for the holiday. But, think about the lottery that Haman HaRasha drew. What about Purim?
Purim. Sounds good.
Okay.
That's with the
Pei,
Vav, Resh, Yud, Mem. Got it? Okay,
Purim.
good. That'll work.
Purim, yeah. Purim is lottery. Yeah.
Okay, Purim. Lotteries.
Yeah.
Lottery. Like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
that's a great name.
I also have there's a whole section here about the observances. I'm not sure. Like, I was thinking maybe we should have we need to have at least 3 observances, I think. Would make sense to me.
3 that would bring the Jewish people together.
Yeah, like a way, there has to be some way to celebrate this holiday.
Bring them together as a people.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking that 3 is just a little bit too little. Maybe 4. Maybe 5.
Okay, we can do 4. As a matter of fact, I have a little bit more. There is a little bit of extra space here. I could squeeze in a 4th one.
Do you have some extra ink?
I could squeeze in, I get plenty.
Okay,
plenty.
great.
Now that I'm in, second in the country, I get anything. Matter of fact, they provide me this. It's like I get a certain amount every month.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Queen grants it to you.
Yeah, right. So I've got the 4. Okay. So one of the mitzvahs, of course, will be to read the book. Right, when we're done. We'll have to read this.
It's not a book. It's probably like a scroll.
Scroll, yeah, it'll be a scroll. We'll read it.
Why are you folding it like that?
So, it's a scroll. It's not a book. It's a scroll.
It's going to be sent out like a...
It's going to send out like a scroll.
How do you fold it? Is it like a Torah?
You roll it up.
You roll it up fold it like a letter?
Well, like a letter. We'll unroll it like a letter, and then we'll fold it up.
Who are we sending it to?
Jews. Everyone, far and wide. The whole 127
What should we call
provinces.
the letter? What should we call it?
Well, I don't know. The truth is, I really got the whole Megillah in here.
Megillah. Let's call it
Megillah, okay.
Megillah's Mordechai?
I kind of like that. Megillah's Mordechai.
Do you think that would be...
Doesn't
have a great flow. Doesn't have a great flow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think perhaps... who else could we call? Can't call it Megillah's Haman. Who else could it be? Megillah's Achashverosh. And that leaves only why don't we name it after you, Esther?
What a great idea, Uncle Mordechai.
Megillah's...
Oh no, I'm really feeling a little bit too shy about that. A little, it's all hidden. Esther is hidden.
Should we call it Megillah's Mordechai and Esther?
Well...
It's a little long. Maybe
if we have to call it Megillah's Esther, we'll call it Megillah's Esther. I'm a little embarrassed about it.
Put that up.
I am embarrassed about it because, Esther means hidden.
Esther.
Means hidden.
Yeah, you spell Esther with a tough, Esther.
Esther,
okay, got it. Very good. Okay, very good.
Megillah's Esther. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm really embarrassed.
You deserve it. After all that you did.
Well,
what
that is true.
Okay, now these mitzvahs. Of course, there has to be a party.
I did it for Hashem.
Right,
And the people.
you always do everything for Hashem.
And the people.
And the
B'nai
people.
Israel.
That's all you ever think of.
That's
I know.
all.
It's beautiful. So we need to have a party. There's no doubt about that.
Party.
Have to have a big party.
Mitzvah 1.
Well.
Mitzvah 1 is to probably.
Well, I guess first we have to be sure that they read this. So let's make a rule that they have to read it every Purim night.
Is that enough, Mordechai? Uncle Mordechai? To read it once, just at night? Or they need to
Once at night and once the next day.
Okay.
Once at night, once the next day.
Good idea.
Okay. Okay. And it should be, right, okay. Yemei Purim ha'eleh. Okay. Excellent. So they read it once a night. Now,
once a night and once in the day?
In the day. Uh-huh. In the day on Purim,
Uh-huh.
on Purim, except, maybe here in Shushan, because the action was really here in Shushan and the fighting lasted longer. I think we will do it for 2 days. Probably just celebrate for 2 days. They don't have to read the Megillah 2 days. It's already enough. Okay, 2 days in Shushan and all. Okay. Now, the 14th and the 15th. No, there has to be a party. Big party. Big celebration. You have to have that party, right?
Sounds fun.
We'll call them the days of Mishteh V'Simcha.
Great
Partying and
Great.
rejoicing.
Great idea.
Partying and rejoicing. That should do it.
Yeah.
That should do it.
Well, what about bringing food to friends? That will bring friends together, like bring presents.
Bring
to
people together.
Bring presents
Bring
to friends.
presents.
Like food to friends.
Food to friends.
Like
That's an interesting one. I've never heard of that before.
that'll make people feel really
I
good.
find
Like
that's Torah and everything. That's
sending
pretty cool.
food stuff like
Everyone should
Mishloach
send
manos.
Food.
Mishloach manos.
Not just one food. How about like two, so it makes it look like it's something.
What
Manos.
do you like the sound of Mishloach manos?
Mishloach manos. Yeah, it's got something to it. Mishloach manos. Manos, plural. So they have to bring two foods. Mishloach manos. Ishrehu.
So far we have Gila.
Yeah.
We have
The
the party,
Suda, yeah.
the big party, Mishloach manos. And what's the fourth mitzvah? Oh, well, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
That is easy. We always want to help out those who need help.
With the poor people,
Right, of
they
course.
might not have enough money to put on a meal.
So let's help
So we
them.
have to give them okay. So
Presents to the
presents to the poor.
people. How do
We'll
we
call
say
that
more?
matanos la'evyonim.
That has a good sound.
Yeah, matanos la'evyonim, which would mean matanos is plural. So you have to give to two. Let's do two poor people.
Okay, great.
Yeah, two poor people.
Great.
So everyone gives gifts to the poor. They send 2 pieces of food to one person. 2 gifts to 2 poor people. 2 pieces of food to one person.
Mm-hmm.
They have a feast, and they hear the Megillah read night and
That sounds
morning.
great.
Once at night, once
That's a
at
great
night.
holiday.
Wow. And
Great
you know
holiday.
what? And I'm going to write in here, just in case, years could go by. It's possible people can actually forget about this.
About what the holiday that we're
As amazing as it is, you think no one will ever forget? They forgot about Pearl Harbor. They forget about everything. So someday they'll forget about the 9/11. Everything gets forgotten. But I'm going to write in here, and these days shall never be forgotten
Very
and will
important.
never stop from your children and your children's children till forever.
Forever. Forever is a long time.
It is a lot.
That is perfect.
Okay.
Is Hashem's name in the Megillah?
And you know what?
Did you write Hashem's name in the Megillah?
No, Hashem's name does not appear in there. It says Hashem is hidden.
Oh, just
Hashem
like
is hidden.
Esther,
Hashem is hidden.
miracle.
He's there, but he's hidden.
Uh-huh.
But you know what I did right? Let's look at this. Listen to this. I've been thinking about this. This is the closing line.
The
I
closing.
love this line. La Yehudim Haisa. To the Jews there was Ora,
All right.
light, the Simcha,
Wow.
celebration, Sason, gladdening, the Yikor, and all kinds of precious things. I love this.
That is phenomenal.
Wow, I love it. Esther, you and I, we should, have you ever done musicals, by the way? I'm telling you, we could collaborate, we could write some good stuff.
Well, this is a perfect Megillah. Megillas, what do we call it? Megillas.
Esther.
I'm a little embarrassed, but
Megillas Esther.
let's
We'll call
send
it
it
after
out
you.
to everybody.
The
And we
capital
hope,
Aleph.
what about if we send it out to all of you out there and wishing you?
A happy Purim.
Happy Purim to one and all.